I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. Got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
AP News, I'm Haya Panjwani. President Trump is ramping up his feud with Elon Musk. AP correspondent Sagar Meghani reports.
It was just a week ago that the president lauded him in the Oval Office as Musk left the administration.
I look forward to continuing to be a friend and advisor to the president.
In the days since, their breakup has played out in public as Musk has ripped the president's signature tax cuts and spending package.
I'm very disappointed.
Saying Musk may be suffering Trump derangement syndrome. Musk responded in real time on his social media platform, writing whatever, and later saying, without me, Trump would have lost the election. The president fired back on his platform, threatening to cut Musk's government contracts and subsidies, to which Musk replied, "This just gets better and better."
Tesla stock prices dropped 14% after Trump's threats. An immigration judge has granted bond to the Massachusetts teen arrested on his way to volleyball practice. Robin Dice, who is Marcelo Gomez de Silva's attorney, says the teenager, whose student visa had expired, should not have been detained in the first place.
Don't come after members of our community. Target the bad guys if there's bad guys. Or also, let the criminal justice system do its work. Immigration court is not meant to be a criminal justice system. It's not set up for that.
In a statement at the UN on Memorial Day for fallen UN staff, Secretary General Antonio Guterres says 126 UN workers were killed in Gaza by Israeli strikes.
Some were killed delivering life-saving aid, others alongside their families, others while shielding the vulnerable. The sacrifice of all 168 of our fallen colleagues everywhere, humanitarians, peacekeepers, peacemakers, is a tragedy.
This is AP News. AP correspondent Karen Shamas reports on expected NATO spending hikes.
NATO defence ministers are set to approve plans to buy more weapons and military equipment to beef up defence for Europe, the Arctic and North Atlantic. The capability targets are assigned to each of the 32 member countries. Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth told reporters in Brussels ahead of a meeting of NATO defence ministers.
To be an alliance, you got to be more than flags. You got to be formations. You got to be more than conferences. You need to be combat-ready capabilities.
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte said that the targets will help to
assess the gaps we have, not only to be able to
defend ourselves today, but also 3, 5, 7 years from now.
Priority purchases include air and missile defence systems, artillery ammunition, drones and strategic enablers like air-to-air refuelling, heavy air transport and logistics. I'm Karen Shamas.
I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. Look at that outside. It's gorgeous. Oh, that's even more gorgeous. All right, calm down, Brad. Calm down. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's 7:48 here on a beautiful Friday morning here in the CNMI. So it's time to open up those CNMIs and get ready today for another edition of Good Morning Marianas. Beautiful outside. Just look at that behind me. It's amazing. We're looking at, though, possibility it gets a little screwy. It's 82 degrees outside right now. And by the way, the humidity is at 82% too. And it's falling. That's a good thing. But we're looking at scattered showers and thunderstorms today. Where? Look, no. Okay. Landon says it. It's got to be true. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny skies today, high near 86. Winds out of the east, 10 to 14 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 18. Woo, might blow the news van of justice right over. 40% chance of rain today, which means it's gonna rain. It gonna rain. Also, tonight's gonna rain again too, 40% throughout the night. And low's gonna drop all the way down to 76, somewhere around there anyway. That's what they're telling us. The weekend is gonna be great though. The chance that it's going to rain, it's up there. It's at 50%. So like fitty for Saturday and Sunday, but it's going to be nice. Highs around 87, 86, and it's going to be a little blustery. Going to get winds up as high as 18 miles per hour with the gusts and everything like that. So it looks like we're going to have a great weekend, that's for sure. And right now, I mean, again, it looks great outside right now, and we'll take it. Absolutely, we will take it. Great to see you guys this morning. So much to talk about. We're going to talk about everything that went down yesterday. And but we're not going to do that before we welcome you guys to the show. Good morning, everybody. Dennis Matsumoto's in the house. Good to see you. Luisa Cabrera. More baseball yesterday. Oh, my gosh. Saipan Baseball League in full effect right now. And it's great to see it. And Attow, there's the cat towel with the little cat gifts. I love that. And hashtag dinosaurs. Bruce Camacho, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Tamara Hunter. Oh, my goodness. You know, Tamara, there was something that we were going to get from you. I can't remember what it is. Oh, you know what? I did remember. I'm going to message you afterwards. I had a question for you. Peeling Gizmo, my man, he's all the way in Guam, and he is on us on the show via the interwebs. Great to see you this morning, my friend. Great to see you, my island brother. Eric Mobnus, fellow veteran in the house. Great to see you, my man. You are the earliest riser of all the earliest risers that we've got within our veterans group. He's the first one. I don't know if it's a contest, but today I was up and I was looking at it, and he messaged 1 minute before I was thinking about doing it. He was at 4:31. I'm like 4:32. Oh, man, just missed it. Anyway, great to see you, Eric. It is Friday. Tobot Castro, my man, the tint man who's no longer tinting. Now he's just a man from Dandan. Great to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, it says game ended last night on time because it started pouring right after the final score. Nice. Oh, my God. Caleb,
Great to see you. The grass. Yeah, you know what? You might have to cut the grass. You might have to. Gus Latulamar, half dates on Tiro. Great to see you. Are you here in the CNMI or are you out there in Hawaii? I know you message us from Hilo all the time. I mean, or at least on the Big Island. It must be nice out there. Cade Mangareru is in the house today. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Brock Calvo, Turnkey Solutions, the man, the myth, the legend. It's starting to get a little bit more full over there at Turnkey Solutions because that's right, Billy and Bonnie Grow gave birth to a little baby. Well, okay, so Bonnie did all the work. It wasn't Billy, but he's going to be up to his ears in helping out around the house now that they have a beautiful baby girl. How great is that? Congratulations to you guys. Oh, Luta Marianas. Is that the whole island of Lutas with us today? Because I'll take it. Great to see you guys. Thanks so much for being here with us this morning. Oh my goodness, PJ Victoria all the way from the West Coast weighing in and joining us this morning. We even got Nick Gross. Man, this guy is, if your kid is in sports, in school, anywhere, that's a Nick thing. I'm telling you, he is doing a great job getting everything going for everybody. He's every parent's babysitter because he's coming up with all these activities for your kids throughout all the schools. And I don't know if he actually gets time off in the summer when PSS closes down, because that dude goes from sport to sport to sport, multiple events, multiple venues all over the place. And I'm sure he's helping out with the seniors, the Masters event that's going on the 12th and 13th that we were talking about just the other day with Jimbo Rayfan giving that to us. So we got the 60-meter sprint. There's the 1,500 meter, the long jump, and I think there's one other one. I can't remember what it is, but I think there's 4 events. So we put it up there for you. You know what? Do I still have it handy? Let's see. Let's see if I have it handy, like where I could just press a button real quick and it's right there. No, I have the Ag Fair that's right there. So I don't have it handy, but anyway, it is, that's coming up. All right, let's see who else is in here. Loy Atalig, Buenos Lesor, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Mayuko Sakamoto, you're in Japan and watching us? Well, Ohio gozaimasu. Yokoso. Good morning, Marianas and Yokoso. Great to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us this morning. Hey, want to remind you guys, if you've got any calls, you got some questions, you want to talk smack, whatever you want to do, you can give us a ring at 670-789-2323, 670-789-2323. Now, you might not want to have to pay for long distance. That's okay. WhatsApp, Fen? You can definitely call us on WhatsApp on that number also. You want to do a video call, message me on the side, and I could do that too, because I actually have the WhatsApp. I've got 2 WhatsApps going on. For the video calls, I got it for a different number. But if you, I think you could probably video call us on the NMI News Service, and I think we could pick it up on here. I know we could do the call, but I wonder if I can get the video for you. We haven't tried it yet. That's one thing we haven't done. Mike Cruz, good morning. Great to see you, taking care of all of our sports fields out here in the Marianas. Great to see you. John William is in the house. Listen, moi. So much. Thanks so much for tuning in with us and being here with us. You guys remember, again, call us if you got some stuff to talk about. If you've got some questions about stuff, you can call us. Of course, we got you in the comments. Don't worry. It's all there all the time, every day, every week, all the way. My goodness. All right, well, let's start getting into some of the things that happened. We posted these, a flurry of things last night as they were happening because we want to get the info out to you. And, man, there's plenty that was going on. And it was from our elected leaders. They were on fire. And one of them was our Congresswoman, Kimberly King Hines. You know, I've had people reach out to me over the last few days saying, hey, can we start talking about the post, you know, getting stuff shipped here and how long it takes and everything like that. And I'm like, all right, we can. I'm like, you know, I love those guys at the post office. I don't think it's their fault. And everyone's like, no, of course it's not their fault. But the thing is, take away from the fact that there is an issue here. Things take a long time to get here. And one of our elected leaders jumped up. Holy cow. By the way, before I jump into that, I want to say hey to Kim, all the way from Buffalo, New York, from my alma mater over there, fellow Lancaster alum. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you. I didn't get to see you on my last trip back home last week was when I got back to Saipan. But there was a lot of family stuff going on, medical stuff, and I'm going to blame that. But I usually get to see you. The last few trips I've had, I got to see you every time. Hopefully we'll get that together for next time. But good to see you this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my God, Raquel, thank you. Great to see you. I don't know where you're at in the world right now, but I hope everything is great. Yeah, that view in the background is amazing. We're right on Beach Road here in Oleai, Saipan. And you're looking over that building. Here, I'm doing it reverse here. How do you turn that? It's there. Okay, that's Oleai Bar and Grill right across the street. Even better, right next to is the Shack, where those guys, boy, I'll tell you what, they take care of me. That is a place where you get food, you get love. I go there when I need to smile because they are just that great. Oh my God. Yeah, peeling, we're going to talk about that too. Home of Bruce Nolan and Evan Baxter. That is a deep cut, John. You're absolutely right. Buffalo, New York. That is where Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty, that was the set. But I don't know how they picked Buffalo, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Caleb, great to see you this morning. Thanks for joining us today. All right, so let's get back to it. We're talking about the Postal Service, and they're like, hey, Brad, can you talk about this Postal Service stuff? I'm like, all right, so I'm going to start marshaling up the resources. I'll start talking to our friend Harry down there at the U.S. Post Office here in Saipan. And even before we do any of that stuff, here we go. Our Congresswoman representing us in the U.S. of A. Wrote a letter out to, she's got a press release, but she actually wrote a letter to the post office as well, saying, hey, we need some love out here. And this is her letter to the United States Postmaster General. Do you get that after you're the Postmaster Colonel? I don't know, but Postmaster General, all the way out there in Washington, D.C. says, Dear Postmaster General Steiner, do you think with his friends, he's like, no, you don't have to call me General. Anyway, he says, congratulations on your appointment. You're great and all that other stuff. But I'm writing to express concern over persistent and serious delays in mail delivery to the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, particularly for items routed through San Francisco Processing Distribution Center. We have a song for that. Residents and businesses in the CNMI routinely report delivery times of 8 to 10 weeks for standard mail and packages originating from the continental United States. Our understanding is that after processing in San Francisco, mail destined for the CNMI is routinely placed on maritime transport rather than air mail, resulting in excessive delays that significantly impair the delivery of prescription medications, legal notices, and essential business materials. As you are aware, the universal storage obligation of the United States Postal Service commits to providing reliable, affordable, and timely mail delivery to all parts of the United States, including its territories. The current practices affecting the CNMI appear to be inconsistent with that obligation, raising concerns of inequitable treatment for residents of insular areas. Considering these concerns, I respectfully request responses to the following. 1. What is the current routing protocol for CNMI-bound mail? And what proportion of that mail is sent by sea versus air? Number 2, Congresswoman says, what is the average delivery time for mail from the mainland U.S. to Saipan, Tinian, and Rota as measured by USPS data? Congresswoman says, number 3, has USPS conducted any review of the service standards to the U.S. territories, and are there plans to improve timelines to the CNMI? And number 4, finally, she says, what would be required operationally and financially for the U.S. Postal Service to restore or implement regular airmail transport for CNMI-bound mail? These are the questions. And then, of course, she caps it at the end. I welcome the opportunity to work collaboratively with your office to explore solutions that can ensure timely and equitable postal service for all Americans, regardless of geographic location. Love, kisses, rubbers. No, she did, of course not. But that's the thing. So our Congresswoman's trying to get things done quicker for us, trying to get the mail service picked up a little bit. We've got a press release that went along with that too, but we posted that, excuse me, along with our story on it. And so she's out there, she's getting stuff done for us, and that's it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. Are we going to get a reply from the Postmaster General? Does he say something quickly saying, hey, I'm on it? You know, or thank you for your letter. Appreciate it. I just got here and I'll start working on it. Good news is our Congresswoman's on it. She's in D.C. and killing it. So great. Thanks for that. That's not the only thing she was working on, by the way. She was rather busy as well. We had another release from the Congresswoman about the president. Now this is going to be interesting. So I got to tell you guys about a conversation I had last night before I was leaving here. Our Congresswoman also had a letter out about her congratulations for the new president of Korea. Well, South Korea, the good Korea, right? She said, yes, it's this. I'm allowed to say it's the good Korea. The dear leader is not going to reach out to Saipan and say, I'm very disappointed in you, brothers. Like, okay, I'm sorry. He's like, I don't like you called me not a good leader. You are not a good one. You're the bad one. But this is the good one. We're talking about the good one. President-elect Lee Jae-myung. He is he's the president-elect of the Republic of Korea. Now, here is the conversation that we had last night. Korean national and a former Korean national, U.S. citizen now. But she reached out and said, hey, I'm Korean. This is not the 14th president of Korea. And I'm like, well, it says this is the 14th. He's like, no, he's the 21st. I'm like, all right, let's talk about this. Let's look into this. Because press release says it's the 14th. Wikipedia says it's the 14th. All the Google stuff I do says it's the 14th. But all the Korean media, so she took a whole bunch of screenshots and stuff like that of all these Korean searches and all that. And everyone in Korea says he's the 21st president. Whoa. So what is this all about? So let's talk about this for a second, because I thought this was really interesting. Could it be? No, I will definitely. Hold on. I was gonna say, could it be the difference between the way folks in the U.S. That's about the Philippines. And like their Independence Day versus, I know. So could it be the difference of the two reporting? So now when I do 21 Korean president, I know it comes up. Let's see, how about 14th Korean president? Now I know why Google says it the way they do, because I know that that's pulling from Wikipedia. Korea new president. All right, and I'll Google it or I'll just pull up the Wikipedia. So according to Wikipedia, he is the 14th president. Why is it the 14th president? And did that change? Because last night it said that he is the 14th president, but it's because they say he's the 14th president that's been the official president, like a full-on president, right? The other ones served in acting capacities. And so, like what number? Like, how many presidents has Korea had? So here it is. It says list of presidents of South Korea. It says as of 2025. 14 people have served in full capacity as president of South Korea since the office was formally established on July 24th, 1948. Now that I think is the main thing. That's 14 people, not the 14th president. And I think that's where the confusion came in. So he's the 14th person because there are people who held multiple terms as the president of South Korea. So let's look at that real quick. Because these photos that I found online were also saying, not these here, but the photos that we found online of like the big celebration and everything like that showed like the big number 21 in the back. And that's what it was for. They're saying that he's the 21st. But anyway, so you can see here's the list of presidents. So this guy was the first 2 terms. And then this guy, but he was only in an acting capacity for a short amount of time, it looks like. A very short amount of time acting. And then another 3 acting role folks in a row. And look at how many days. 49 days, 0 days, 7 days, 45 days, 4 days. Interesting. Korea is so interesting. All right. And then we had 2 guys. One guy was less than a year. One guy was almost a year. Then another guy was in an acting role for almost 2 years. Then he became the official for 8 years, almost 9 years. Then he was president again for another almost 7 years. Then 41. Then this guy was almost a full year. Then acting happened again for Park Chung-hong. This is your Korean history lesson right here, folks. Yeah, I know, it's so weird. Then Chu Do-hwan, he was in there for about 8 years, give or take, really. I mean, you got to take both of these together. Excuse me. Then here you go, just a one and dones going through there. For their terms are so different. You know, like how long are you in there? Are you getting yanked? Are you getting pulled out? You know, do you get a full term? Then again, so many of these acting capacity folks. So this is why they say 21 versus 14, and it's about the people. And when it comes to the people, they're not counting, according to Wikipedia, the acting folks. They're only taking into account the people, see 14, 13, 12, the people who had full on roles, not acting roles. So that's where it is. So when it comes to Korea and their presidents, that's where that came from. So I get it. But it was good. Hey, I'll tell you what, it made me wonder what the heck was going on. I'm like, do I have to redo this release? He's actually the 21st president, but the 14th person and 14th person who held the full-on role that wasn't acting. Okay, I get it. I totally get it. So then, but when you look, let me see if I can find that picture that I found yesterday about so here it is. Under Global Times, I think that's a Korean outlet or it's a Chinese outlet. I'm not sure. Hold on, I'm just opening it up here. There we go. See the 21 on there? That's saying that like he's the 21st president. And how do you know? I don't know. I'm just going to take a leap on that one because I can't read it. I can't. You guys found out I cannot write Korean or read it. There you go. I think that means that's the 21st president. So that's where the 21 is. So yeah, 14th person to have a full-on role that isn't an acting role. So there you go. PJ says, weird how I had the same conversation about the U.S. presidency. Yeah, because there's been different people. So like, again, like President Trump, second time, right? Grover Cleveland, he had it a couple times that weren't successive. Woodrow Wilson, I think he's one. Then we have multiple folks who had multiple terms, but there were a couple who were in there that weren't consecutive 4-year terms. And question is the president going to run for a third term, which you're not able to do? Are they going to try to push forth that legislation? Ooh, hello, can of worms. That's another conversation that I'm not really going to get into all that stuff today. But wanted to talk about the Korean one. All right, so how about what else is going on? You know, there's another bit of legislation that went through, and it was yesterday, and it was from our Senate President, Dennis Mendiola. If you're NMD, I would imagine you'll be happy with the prospect of getting some money. What if I identify as NMD? Would that count? No, Brad, you get nothing. Okay, I got it. It's a constitutional amendment to provide dividends to NMD registered voters. So also, if you're NMD, you got to be registered to vote. Now, the question is, it doesn't differentiate if you're registered to vote here or somewhere else. Maybe it does later. I didn't look in the law. I'm just looking at the press release that's right here. And I'll open that up for you guys too. It's actually right here. This is it. Senate President Dennis Mendiola has officially introduced Senate Legislative Initiative 24-01, a measure proposing to amend Article 9, Section 6 of the CNMI Constitution to authorize the distribution of direct monetary dividends to registered voters who are of Northern Marianas descent. Now, this has to be dividends based off of the money from MPLT, and it is. It says the revenue derived from the lease of the public lands have been prudently invested by MPLT on behalf of NMD beneficiaries. NMT funds exist because of the collective ownership rights of the Northern Marianas descent community. It's only right that we now take steps to ensure those same beneficiaries receive direct and tangible returns, especially during these financially difficult times. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. It says the legislative initiative establishes a Northern Marianas descent dividend program, which would allow for initial distribution between 30 and 50 million from MPLT. Holy friggin' crap. Followed by future distributions every 10 years. Dividends would be distributed only to registered NMD voters who would be authorized by legislative appropriation, coordinated in partnership with MPLT and the Commonwealth Election Commission. So there we go. That's the differentiation. So if you're NMD and you're living in the mainland and you register to vote in the mainland, you're not eligible. That's what this would say. Because you can only be registered to vote in one location. You can't be living in Washington and be a registered voter of Pierce County and still maintain your eligibility to vote in the CNMI election. You have to come back here to reestablish your residency. I'm not telling you that that's how it should be. That's just the law. That's the rule. So you basically, if you move to the States, you still wouldn't be able to vote in the States. You'd have to, let me clarify that. If you move to the States, you can vote in the CNMI elections, but if you register to vote in the mainland, you lose your CNMI residency, right? So that means that if you are registered, if you're an NMD, or if you lived in the CNMI, and you're a registered voter in the CNMI, if you move to the mainland and you register to vote in mainland elections, you lose your residency. You don't lose your NMD, but you lose your residency. And so that means you lose your eligibility to vote in the Northern Marianas elections. Now, you might not agree with that, but that's just the rule. That's the law. That's just how it is. That's the folks from the OPA, they investigate that stuff. The folks from the Election Commission, they investigate that stuff. That's it. They have full-on relationships with folks in the mainland at their election commissions to verify that stuff. They check that stuff all the time. Now, if you did vote in both, it's only a matter of time before you get banged on that one. But if you live here and are registered to vote here, according to this, if this goes through, you're good. If you move to the mainland, you just don't register to vote in their elections. Just register, maintain your residency here as a voter, and then you're still good to go. Because by the way, and you can't send a letter back if you want to reestablish your residency. You have to move back. You have to come back here to reestablish it. That's the rule. Brad, that's bullshit. Hey, fine, cool. But I'm just telling you that that's what it is. I'm not creating it out of thin air. Hey, that's just it. That's a rule came up by people from here. So would this keep people here? Would this get people to move back even? I'll tell you what, $50 million from MPLT, that's like $1 million, almost $1 million per NMD. Oh, sheesh. More than that. It's like a guaranteed, I mean, if you take the taxes too, it'd be more than that. But I think like the amount of take home would be about $1 million. Because what was the census for NMDs? I know you got to register and all that other stuff, right? Let's go for 2020 census CNY. I want to say it was like 18,000. It might be more than that, right? I want to say it was, so CNMI, in the 2020 census, CNMI had a population of 47,329, mostly dudes, just a little bit more. But I'm looking for the ethnic part. Population and housing unit accounts, population by village. Come on, demographic profile. I'm going to open these up real quick. This one might be it. That's schools. No, come on. Marital status. There you go. Fertility. That's a thing. I just want... I want how people are ethnically. Because I thought I would be able to find this a lot faster, by the way. Oh, there we go. That's based on language. Oh. That's economic. That's housing. Island areas. Demographics. Age, population, male, female, sex. There we go. All right, so let's talk about this. One race. Asian. Boom. Native Hawaiian. Oops. Okay, here we go. Holy shit. So check this out. That could be, so you got Carolinian of only like 2,200 and change. Chamorro's 12,001. And then a whole bunch of other folks. Now, who's NMD? Are there folks who are other of that? I guess, right? So that's guaranteed. I mean, it's almost like 2 million per NMD. Yeah, I bet there's a lot of people who are going to be changing their voting if this goes through. Holy freak. My NMD friends, look, I got to get braces for my daughter. Just think about that. All right. I'll tell you what, though, you guys, I'll tell you know who's going to be happy? Friggin' the dealerships will be happy with this one. Guaranteed the dealerships will be happy with this. Yeah, Caleb says, sounds like it's an election season is near. Yeah, I mean, maybe. When is it? It's in 26, right? So we're about a year and a half away. Yeah. And then people are going to be like, yeah, what's $700 a flight with United? I don't know. I wonder, I figure there's going to be a lot of spin-in rims, right? Are those still a thing? But I think there's going to be a lot of Tacomas and Frontiers rolling around. So I think Mark Shark, he's going to have some friends hooking him up with his all the different Civics that he tricks out. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Holy crap. I mean, I might have to make an agreement with Kathy. Like, Kathy, you go find yourself a nice local guy, and I'm going to go find a nice local girl. I still love you, right? And you still love me. Okay, cool. Let's figure this out. There's going to be... I'm telling you, even the ugly girl's going to hook up. I mean, like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Hey, ugly dudes too. Ugly dudes too. Everybody's going to get some if this goes through. Dennis Mendiola, he's not just going to be the Senate president. He's going to be the love president. He's the one putting us on the love map right there. That's it. The mattress store going to be going out of business because the people are going to be buying all that stuff from them too. I'm telling you. It's going to be crazy. That would change the Marianas like so fast. It'd be awesome. I'll tell you what. It'd be pretty cool. So I saw some of the comments like, oh, that's going to bankrupt the blah, blah. Well, maybe. But I know a lot of people who are going to be happy for a while. For sure. Nobody's going to complain about GPPC being now even months after their months. Oh, I think you meant NMD, right? Yeah. So Kay was like, Brad, are you NMD by your necklace? I don't think that counts. But I mean, if it does, Peeling says, finally, I'll be a millionaire. That's right. Hey, Peeling, I'll tell you what, right now I'm $1 million shy of being a millionaire. That's where I'm at. But could you imagine what would happen here if that went through? Holy crap. Instantly, there'd be a ton of checks going out. No kidding. Would it be like those old Japanese days that we heard about from like 30 years ago? People walking around with sacks of cash, right? Dennis says, I would ensure that money stays in the CNMI. Yeah, it's going to go to the dealerships. Jerry Tan won't be the only one with a Bentley. I know. It's going to be cool if that went through. I'll tell you, I think there will be some questionable spending that goes on for sure. I tell you, like every baseball team is going to be all tricked out. Guaranteed, right? Every school's going to have like really cool shirts for their sports teams. What else is going to happen? Centenaire. That's right. That's exactly where I'm at. I want to be a centenaire. Toba says, I'm sad because I'm not NMD. Well, you know what's good, though? They're going to want to hire people to tint their cars. They might be able to fund your back treatment stuff, or at least fund so you can get some hire some other kids to tint. You're not going to be able to hire any local guys. They're already going to have their money. They're not going to need it. But it's a skilled trade. NM Tech. I'll tell you, they're going to have to start a real solid banking course. Peeling says he's going to buy out United Airlines. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, at least you'll be able to afford United Airlines. You know? I mean, that's it. What would you do? What would you do if all of a sudden you woke up and found out that all this stuff passes and you're now eligible to get a check for about $2 million? What are you going to do? Who would you give money to, and why would it be Brad? I mean, like, no. Wow. What would you do? Caleb's right. It's just a dream, though. A good dream. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But what would you do? You let yourself, walk into this fantasy, like, what would happen? And is it possible? Could it really happen? I mean, I guess anything could happen. You'd have to get a lot of people on board for this. The retirees would love it. We wouldn't have to worry about the casino fees to pay the extra 25%, right? What would you do? Luta says, I'll buy you a Tacoma. Aw, hell yes. I'll take it. The only thing is I'm going to have to get someone else to help me pay for the gas because that stuff's expensive. Yeah, man, I'll tell you. It would be, what would you do? What would you do if this went through? That's something fun to think about. PJ says, I dreamt that Elon tucked me in to bed, but I'm awake now. All right. Well, if it goes through, that's your Senate President, Dennis Mendiola, coming up with that plan. And well, that could be interesting. He says that the initiative not only honors the intent of the Constitution and the purpose of MPLT, it also directly supports our local families and businesses. The funds will go back into the hands of our people, stimulating local economic activity and providing relief in the wake of natural disasters, rising costs, and ongoing economic recovery efforts. He said the Senate President encourages all residents of Northern Marianas descent to stay informed and engaged as this important proposal moves forward toward public ratification. Public hearings will be held in Saipan, Tinian, and Zanrota to ensure that the people of the Commonwealth have the opportunity to provide input, voice their support, and raise concerns. The legislature is committed to transparency and community participation every step of the way. Man, I'm telling you, that would be cool. Oh, Bruce will get me gas. Sweet. Dude, look at that. I'm going to get my truck from Rhoda and my gas from Tinian, and while I drive around in Saipan. This is the best. I got it made. I'm in. Caleb says, I'll pay to take down the building in Carapan and rebuild the river road. How about that? Look at that. Look, everybody's got these ideas. Could you imagine what would happen if all of a sudden everybody who's NMD was a millionaire just like that? Now, you know, some people are going to do great with it. Some people are going to piss it away. It's going to happen everywhere. That happens even like everywhere when people give it, you know, those stories of folks who win the lottery. You know, you hear about them like going broke like right away. If they did this, and I hope they do, but if they do this, it would be great if they also they would give some kind of free courses before you get your check. Investment. Like everybody, that could be generational wealth for everybody in the Marianas. And like that would be the game changer, wouldn't it? If everybody in the Marianas would have generational wealth. You just put that stuff in the bank, make money off of it. You could live off of the interest. Yes, Bruce, I'll take it. BJ says, build a bridge from Saipan to Tinian and then Tinian to Rhoda. That would be awesome. Now that might be a bit much, but I bet that would be really cool. But seriously, if everybody got that, who's eligible, and they invested it, some of it, if they just put it in even in regular CDs, savings accounts, like a Vanguard 500, you know, something like that, like you would live very, very well just off of the interest. You'd never have to work again if you did that once. And sure, making a foolish purchase like getting some guy who does a morning show, a pickup truck, sure, you can handle it. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, is it a fantasy land? Is this one of those things that we're going to talk about? Like, boy, remember when that guy introduced that and it went nowhere? Or is it going to be like, holy cow? You remember what it was like before Bruce Camacho got his grills like Lil Wayne? Because he had all that fat cash. Everybody's all iced out, but now the ice is not stuff they smoke. It's stuff that's on your jewelry. Like, can you imagine? It's not McDonald's, it's McDiamonds. That's what's going to be happening. I'm buying it. All right. Ann says, invest to generate funds to hire on-island medical specialists. Hey, that's great. But you might be making too much sense. You know, we're having some fun here in our little fantasy land. I love this. I do. This could be something. I mean, what would you do? What would you do? Oh, man. Well, hold on. I'm just seeing some other stuff. Let me move this over here real quick. Oh, hold on. I got to send a message to somebody. But that's all right. Hey, you know what I would do? I would definitely... Oh, man, that reminds me. I got to go and stop somewhere else today. I got a few fun things to do today. Dennis says, I'm imagining the tax brackets now. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Kandong Hospital from Korea already offered that to the governor. Don't know what we're waiting for. Yeah, I know. Zero interest NMD home loans or build NMD homesteads. Zero interest business loans. Wow. Yeah. I mean, look at all that stuff. Just amazing, right? Just amazing. Well, that would definitely make it so you could keep the money here. That's for sure. It would definitely be good to get into the construction business, right? That would be a good plus. All right. Well, one business that it's good to get into is the dental business because right now you can make a lot of money off of it. But, you know, if you get into that business, you should really think about giving something back and having something that's affordable. You know who does that? Paradise Dental Spa in Saipan. It's the home of the Island Smiles Discount Dental Plan. It's the only true discount dental plan in the Marianas. I mean, how much are you paying for your dental insurance? A lot of people don't even know. I don't even know. Because you got to look at your paycheck. How much is being taken out of your paycheck? If it's more than $4, $5, or $6, you are paying too much. Give the guys at Paradise Dental a call, 234-4040, 234-4040. And by the way, go down there. That's even better. Go visit them in Gualaride. They got a great place, guaranteed. You're gonna find out right away. When you walk in the door, you're gonna find out right away why so many people are switching to Paradise Dental Spa. You think I'm kidding? Go down there and find out for yourself. All right, we're gonna do a couple things. One, I'm gonna run a few spots for you. Give some love to our sponsors. Then we're gonna talk about the latest update from the Associated Press. So we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
AP News, I'm Haya Pinjwani. An immigration judge has granted a bond to the Massachusetts teen who was arrested on his way to volleyball practice. Robin Nice, Marcelo Gomez da Silva's attorney, says the teenager should not have to wear the typical ankle monitor while he's out on bond.
It's humiliating and it brands people to make them look like a criminal when they're not. Again, this kid is clean as a whistle. He has no criminal record. And imagine like playing volleyball or going to prom with an ankle monitor on. Like, that's just messed up.
The Trump-Musk feud is quickly turning nasty. AP Washington correspondent Sagar Meghani.
In the Oval Office, the president said he's very disappointed Musk has been bashing his signature Big Beautiful Bill.
He hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
And it was. Among other things, Musk posted on his social media platform the president would have lost the election if not for him. That was followed by the president threatening to strip Musk's businesses of government contracts and subsidies. Musk wrote, Go ahead, make my day. And later, without providing evidence, he said the Trump administration has not released all the records related to sex abuser Jeffrey Epstein because the president's mentioned them, adding, "Have a nice day, DJT." Sagar Magani, Washington.
San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says investigators are reviewing the circumstances of the fire that burned down actor Jonathan Joss's house, as well as approximately 70 neighborhood disturbance calls.
Our homicide detectives are continuing to pursue every lead in this case to ensure that we understand the full picture of what led up to the senseless murder of Mr. Joss. We're committed to delivering a thorough and complete investigation.
That audio is courtesy of KSAT. This is AP News.
I'm Seth Sutel, and this is the AP Markets Report. Stocks drifted lower on Wall Street as markets locked in their final moves before a highly anticipated report coming Friday on the job market. The S&P 500 fell 0.5% Thursday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 108 points. It's about 0.3%. The Nasdaq Composite sank 0.8%. Tesla dropped more than 14% as animosity escalated between Tesla's CEO Elon Musk and President Donald Trump. The two traded barbs on their respective social media platforms, and Trump threatened to cut Musk's government contracts. Treasury yields held relatively steady in the bond market. Seth Sutel, New York.
The Trump administration is slapping sanctions on 4 judges at the International Criminal Court. That's over the tribunal's investigation into alleged war crimes by Israel in its war against Hamas in Gaza and in the West Bank. I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care. Marianas, welcome back. Look at this guy over here. Bam! Who is that? That is Dr. Jesse Tudela. Holy smokes, did he have a good day. He is now the new chairperson of the NMC Board of Regents. And man, his cap and gown is pretty fancy. But I'll tell you what, it is great to see that he is now the chair over there at NMC. A great guy, by the way. And I'll tell you what, I have done the judging for some of the events, like the STEM Fair events. And his daughter is sharp as a tack. I know that's because it runs in the family. But anyway, so this is the release that we got from NMC. It says Northern Marianas College announced that Regent Jesse Mosca Tudela is the chair of the college's Board of Regents. He succeeds Charles Cepeda, who was the chair for 8 years. Tudela, Chief Operations Officer for Ancillary and Support Services at the Commonwealth Healthcare Center, has served as a regent on the board since 2018. He was named chair during a board meeting on May 1st. And here's the statement from Tudela. It says, "It's with profound sense of duty and honor that I accept the role of chairperson of Northern Marianas College Board of Regents. I am deeply humbled by the trust my fellow regents have placed in me, considering the big shoes I have to fill following the departure of former chair Charles Cepeda. I pledge to uphold our mission at NMC with the utmost respect and commitment." Man, he's going to be great. He said more, actually. He said that he pledges to work collaboratively with his fellow regents on fiduciary duties and our dedicated administration, led by President Dr. Galvin De Leon Guerrero, faculty, staff, and most importantly, our college students. Together, we'll face challenges with resolve and embrace opportunities with vision. How about that? So congratulations, Jesse Tudela. It is great to see good people doing great things. And I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm stoked for him. And I know that CNMI's got a big win off of that. Good morning, Juan Nenden. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Great to see you. Man, I'll tell you, while we were taking that little bit of a break, Fabian Indalacio weighed in. He's like, good morning, Brad. Time for some, wait, did he say sit-ups or push-ups? Hold on, it goes, oh man, it just popped up. Time for sit-ups and crunches after long travels. Oh man, I'll tell you, no doubt about it. Yesterday, I was able to get a little walk in, and then I went to the gym, and I wanted to sit at Laddie Built 24-Hour Fitness. I want to sit in that infrared sauna that they have. Oh man, it was great, and it's different. So like, because I was with Golds for such a long time, and I like the sauna that they had over there. It's not steam, right? But I mean, it's just more of a traditional style. But this infrared sauna, I've been hearing so much about the benefits of this infrared sauna and that you're able to stay in it longer and everything. Man, and I did, and it was great. I was in there for about 45 minutes yesterday, and I don't know, I don't think it was too long based on what I've been hearing, but I felt great, felt refreshed. And after that travel, it's the first thing. Yesterday was the first day that I stayed up later and after getting a good night's sleep. So hopefully I'm going to be in the right sweet spot now that I'm back, because I was here till I don't think I got home till about 9 o'clock last night, and that I had the previous nights I've been going to bed way earlier, like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then waking up at midnight, waking up at 2 o'clock, trying to get into my little sleep habit, and I couldn't do it. But I wonder if it wasn't just from a really good session at the sauna yesterday. And I'm looking forward to getting back in there today. Got the gym bag all ready to go after the show. We're gonna head down there and we will get pumped up, get ready to have the big challenge. By the way, there is a competition going on, and I don't know if it's this weekend. Hold on, I gotta search it out real quick. That's the 2024. Let me just type it in, say 2025. No, if I'm looking at articles in the Tribune, it's not recent. So I know somebody who is working out for this stuff. Let me see if this is it, while you're sitting there waiting for me here. Is that this one? Okay, what year is this? That's 2011, so no. And that's 2011, so no. But I do know people who should know this stuff. But from what I understand, there is going to be a bodybuilding contest that's coming up. And I know some of the folks who normally get into these things. Oh, geez. And I'm wishing them luck. And I know people who have been training, their workouts are in there, their diet is dialed in and everything like that, their nutrition. Definitely not me. I'll be getting there. This morning was definitely a cruising by the Golden Arches, go in there for some coffee and a couple of breakfast burritos and an extra hash brown. That is the breakfast of champions. Not the same kind of championship that I'm working out for. Let's see. Let me just send this message real quick. PM. Thank you. All right, there we go. That was from one of the raffles that we won. Our intern is going to get this free. Because I won this raffle at the Chamber of Commerce for a professional development session. My intern, John Lloyd Bukid, he's going to be able to go to that, and that's going to be great. He's going to hit the PM session for it. And I got this other one, by the way. So if you're going to these general membership meetings for the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, and they've got raffles, you need to enter. I entered. Here's another one I got. It's a gift voucher for free access to the Grow with Google program. Program offers a wealth of resources, tools, and training designed to empower individuals and businesses to achieve their potential in today's digital world. So I've got this. It's something I won from NM Tech for a Google certification for something. I'll find out. I got to call these guys and find out more about them. But that part is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about it. It's a gift voucher. Grow with Google. So you guys should be definitely entering all those things. Yeah, Luther, the extra hash brown. By the way, that extra hash brown, you know how much an extra hash brown is? It used to be $1. It is not $1 anymore. I can tell you that. It is not $1 anymore. But that's all right. I should definitely be doing like protein shakes in the morning and then doing something about it. I'm getting to get a little too round is what I'm saying. Yes, the mirrors don't lie. These bastards. Those reflective bastards. All right. Wait, let's get into some of the stuff that's happening on the mainland side. In fact, let's see what else we got. Let's see if I'm going to hit this. Let me see these other ones. We did talk about John Gonzalez becoming the governor's special advisor for communications. We talked about that yesterday. He's also going to be one of the advisors on the governor's panel, and that's how that works all the time. This part, we weren't at this meeting, but I thought it was interesting. There was the zoning board meeting, and apparently they were talking about changing it up. And when you look at the picture that's in the paper of Steve Jang, he's the guy who runs the airport in Garapan. And by that, I mean Ete Cafe and Plumeria Steakhouse. They got the plane right out in front. Anyway, he was giving a presentation, but he was wearing 2 sets of glasses at the same time. Is that 6 eyes? Or do you call it 8? I don't know. But anyway, it says, this is the reporting from Emmanuel Erdiano, affectionately known as Arnold. He was saying Steve Jang, who's given a presentation on reforming the zoning rules on Tuesday, and then he got interrupted by the zoning administrator. And what's interesting to me at that, the board members, I didn't think can get shut down by their administrator. I didn't think that's how it works. Anyway, so I'm interested to find out how that happened and what went on. And they were talking about troubles that they got and all this other stuff. And then I want let's see if we can't hear from him directly. Reach out to him and get him to talk about it, because we'll take his presentation here and do it. You know, really, it says, wow, yeah, he was giving a. It says it's the opposite of business as usual. It means thinking outside the box to change systems, not just fix symptoms. I wonder what it was about. And see if we can't get him on to give that presentation so you guys can hear it directly. Nobody's going to interrupt him about this one. But either way, he wants to talk about it, and we know where to find him, so that we're going to reach out to him. He says he remains committed to working in partnership with the board and the community stakeholders to support policies that foster responsible development and public trust. I'll tell you what, down the road, there's that building across the street from Kanoa Resort, former Kanoa, that caught on fire, and it was just a big safety hazard. It's now fenced off, and the sign for zoning is out there. So I wonder, is the building owner or the leaseholder doing something about cleaning that place up? That's number one. Number two, there was another fire recently in Chalakanoa on Beach Road, and I just saw it yesterday. Not the fire, but I saw and it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, sorry. I saw there was like a marketplace and everything, and there was like a little homeless encampment like in the lobby of that abandoned building, or at least shuttered building. And it looks like that building caught on fire. And I wonder if that's not just how things happen when the economy takes a downturn, that all of a sudden folks are trying to get some insurance because mysteriously their property catches fire. You know, I don't know. I don't know the specifics on that one, but yikes. Yeah, what am I going to get into that part? We could talk about this though. This is something that's happened on the federal side. There's a move to restrict people who can visit the United States. Yeah, this is from the White House itself. An executive order restricting the entry of foreign nationals to protect the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. There, we could pop that on the old screen. You guys could see this too. I woke up to this today. This is it. This is on the White House website, whitehouse.gov. And here's the whole proclamation. I'm just scrolling through the whole thing, basically saying, the people from these places are not good places, and they're not going to be coming to our place. It's a lot longer than I thought. But I wanted to talk about what they are and where the places are, and I want to see if I couldn't blow through it pretty quick. He's done this before, our president, and in his first term, but now he wants to do this again. Let's see if want to see if there's a real quick and easy list. It said, now, therefore, I, Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, by the power authority invested in me, blah, 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 hereby find that, absent the measures set forth in this proclamation, the immigrant and non-immigrant entry to the United States of persons described in sections 2 and 3 of this proclamation would be detrimental to the interests of the United States, and that their entry should be subject to certain restrictions, limitations, and exceptions. I therefore proclaim the following. So right from the beginning, he's like, it's the policy of the United States to protect its citizens from terrorist attacks and other national security or public safety threats, screening and vetting protocols and procedures associated, blah, blah, blah. Let's just get to the good stuff. I want to get all the countries that they're saying you can't come in from. And they said that's in section 2 and 3. They reference that. Here we go, section 2. Afghanistan is one. Burma is 2. And I like that they said Burma instead of Myanmar. That's interesting. That's a little British of them. Chad. Okay, Chad. That doesn't mean all people named Chad. The Republic of the Congo. Equatorial Guinea. Eritrea. Haiti. C'est passé. Iran. Libya. Somalia. Sudan. Yemen. And then section 3 is different. This one's a partial suspension of entry. So that goes for Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, Venezuela. All right. And they talk in each one of these sections about why. A little bit more. Chad Aguero. Yeah. That's funny. Let's see. Is there anything else? Scope subject to the exception set forth in subsection blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I guess that's it for right now. Now, he said that there might be more coming for these things, but I mean, that's it. So that was just yesterday, like while we were sleeping. Yeah, less terrorists. You know, I thought there might be other countries involved in that, but apparently not. I'm not sure why they picked those and not some of the other ones, but that's a good start, I guess. Vincent, good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about what was going down from the White House, the executive order about saying, hey, if you're from the following places, you're not able to come here. You can't come here no more. This is what they're saying. You're restricting entry of foreign nationals to protect the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So that happened. I don't think I've ever paid so much attention to the executive orders from presidents as I have since President Trump took power again and started getting in there, because it seems like there's always something going on, and it's interesting. Yeah, and I'm not watching it all the time. Like, May was probably the worst month for me for paying attention to these things. And it's too bad, because it looks like May was also National Fitness and Sports Month of 2025. Of course, the one I needed to see the most, was that for the month of May or was that for June? Do I still have, this is just a proclamation signing. Was it May? He signed it on May 24th. So, Yeah, it's May. He proclaimed it at the end of May. So that's why I missed it. That's why I wasn't doing fitness, because I didn't see this one in time. Otherwise, I mean, I totally would have been working out. Brad, we got to get you out there. I'll tell you what, Fabian, I thought I had the Fabian Indolatio breakfast yesterday. Yesterday, I had 2 eggs and an avocado, threw on some pepper and some sriracha, and it was pretty good. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I think this is just some sliced up tomatoes away from being a Fabian Indolatio fight diabetes breakfast. Like, I think that was it. But it was really good and really filling. It was fantastic. All right. Hey, something else going on. We'll give some kudos to some folks from NMC. Northern Marianas College kinesiology students, Kyla Macabati, Ida Mendiola, Shah Aina Mendoza, and Friendly Joy Pena recently earned their coaching certification through the American Sport Education Program. How cool is that? Certification equips students with knowledge and skills to provide a positive, safe, and effective sporting environment for CNMI athletes. And this is coming from their instructor. It says, this initiative reflects a shared commitment between NMC and PSS to promote high standards in youth athletics, focusing on athlete development, sportsmanship, and safety. By investing in coach education, the partnership supports not only the performance of school teams, but also the overall wellness of our community. Congratulations to all the coaches for their hard work and dedication. And that's from NMC Health and Physical Education Assistant Professor Denise Myers, who, by the way, is awesome. If you don't know her, you should. You should get to know her because she's pretty great. She's a Kansas City Chiefs fan, so that's probably her worst quality. Everything else about her is great. Once she becomes a Bills fan, then she's 10 out of 10. Definitely. Hey, we had some other good news that came out, and we posted this on the old NMI news service as well. We had some students here who got awarded under the CNMI America 250 Commission with the America 250. And it's this whole thing, an organization charged by Congress with commemorating the 250th anniversary of the United States. Well, they announced the America's Field Trip awardees, and they are from the CNMI. Very, very cool. In first place, Eileen Kim. She's a 5th grader over at Saipan Community School. And in second place, it's Taemin Park from Mount Carmel School. And they are going to be doing some really cool stuff. What do they get to do? Here's what the first place awardee, they're going to be able to choose from one of the following specially curated experiences. You only get to choose one. Would you want to have private tours of the Boston Revolutionary War sites, including Old North Church, Paul Revere House, and Bunker Hill Monument? Pretty cool. How about this one? Behind-the-scenes tour of the National Air and Space Museum. Oh, my God. And a sleepover at the Smithsonian National History Museum in Washington, D.C. I don't need to read anything more. That's got to be it. That's got to be the one. Oh, no, you get a private tour of the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Ranger-led hikes and tours of the cliff dwellings in Mesa Verde in Colorado. Okay, that's cool, but no, I think Kennedy Space Center might be it. But the overnight at the Smithsonian, come on, that's got to be it. Private guided tour of Yellowstone, that's got to be awesome. Guided tour of Angel Island Immigration Station and candlelit tour of Fort Point at the foot of the Golden Gate Bridge, that would be pretty cool. Beyond the Ropes tour of Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia. Dope. Backstage tour of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. All right, if I'm getting my dream trip, it's not going to involve Cleveland. That sounds pretty cool, but not my dream trip. Exclusive tours of the Alamo. Maybe you're going to find Pee Wee Herman's bike. And the LBJ Presidential Library in Austin, Texas. Going to Austin would be cool because I could go see Kill Tony in person. Private tours of Patriots Point Naval and Maritime Museum, the International African American Museum, and the South Carolina Aquarium. Okay, sounds okay. I mean, that you get 3 for 1 in that one, so maybe that's a good one. So far, though, it's Kennedy Space Center and the sleepover at the Smithsonian. Holy crap. Walking tour of historic Lower Manhattan and a performance and opportunity to meet the company of Hamilton in New York City. Oh my God, are you kidding? And a commemoration under the stars at Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Are you kidding? Look, this is what these guys get to pick from all these, and they still have more. Exclusive tour of Thomas Jefferson's Monticello in Charlottesville, Virginia, and a visit to the Library of Congress. And then finally, exclusive visits to 2 Washington, D.C. institutions, a trip to the National Archives Vault, and private tour of the Smithsonian National Zoo. Holy friggin' crap. What would you pick? I mean, a Broadway show, and you get to meet everybody who's in it? You get a walking tour of Lower Manhattan? Oh, my God. And the commemoration of Mount Rushmore. That's all one package. That, I think, because there's so many of them. And they're in different locations. When you go to Mount Rushmore, though, could you go and see the secret rooms behind the heads? I mean, that's not a conspiracy theory. It's really there. Man, that might be it. But the national behind-the-scenes tour of the National Air and Space Museum and a sleepover at the Smithsonian Natural History Museum. Oh. Come on. That right there. I mean, you might see the Ark of the Covenant somewhere in a crate. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. All of these things, you only get one of them. Yikes. What would you pick? What would you pick? Does that mean the second place person gets nothing? It says each first place awardee will get one of the following. What does second place get? A high five. It's a pretty steep drop off. So let's hear the contest. It was a creative opportunity for students in grades 3 through 12 to reflect on what America means to them. Through original artwork and written responses, the contest encourages students from across the U.S. and its territories to share their vision of America's values, history, and future. And it was a free contest that invites students to participate, contribute to the national celebration of America's 250th anniversary. Man, I'll tell you, this is why you got to jump in anytime these things happen. If there's a contest, if there's a scholarship, you name it. And by the way, today's the 6th, the 8th at midnight, or 11:59 p.m. on June 8th. That's when that Osrand scholarship opportunity closes. It's on our Facebook page. You can't miss it. Go and check it out. If you got kids in middle school, high school, or college, they better apply because you can win $500 up to $1,000. That's, I'm telling you, for your school. It's great. You got to do it. I missed a couple of the comments that went through there. One says, reflecting on the words of Joe Zuzu in relation to the interested investors from the chamber session, would be a shame if we didn't efficiently work to lock down some investors, especially if it's because of slow processing. Yeah, I hear you. Absolutely. Tamara says, South Carolina is awesome. Those places are awesome. I'm definitely jealous. Yeah, I could get that too. $500 for first place is still pretty good. Or second place, that's still a pretty good second place. It's not as good as that first place, though. First place is so much better. Tobot says, who you got for the Women's College World Series? Texas Tech versus Texas Longhorns. I got Texas. I don't know if it's the Tech. I don't know if it's Texas Tech or the Longhorns. I don't know. I don't follow it. I just know they're better at softball than I am. So I'll flip a coin. I like the burnt orange color of Texas. So I guess I would say hook 'em horns. But Texas Tech, I think that's where Pat Mahomes went to college. So I guess I could go for either. But that's something to watch. Yeah, I mean, we could probably even rebroadcast it. We've been able to do other stuff so far. If we did it with, we're doing the announcing, I wonder how long it would take before we would get dinged for it. I don't know. I think we could probably pull that off. Is it worth it? I don't know. Find out. All right, guys. Let's get you the latest update from the Associated Press because it is available. It's hot off the presses. I've got it confirmed right there. So let's do that, and we'll be back with more just after that.
AP News, I'm Haya Panjwani. Tesla stock took a hit as the spat between Elon Musk and President Trump heats up.
Shares of Elon Musk's electric vehicle maker Tesla fell sharply as investors feared his dispute with President Donald Trump will hurt the company. Tesla closed down more than 14% as a disagreement over the president's budget bill turned nasty and in a very public way on social media. Trump implied that he may turn the federal government against Musk's companies, including Tesla and SpaceX. The drop in Tesla's stock wiped out nearly $150 billion of Tesla's market value. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Another former girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs testified at a sex trafficking trial in New York. AP correspondent Julie Walker.
Another of Sean Diddy Combs' former girlfriends told jurors about lengthy sexual encounters he directed her in with male escorts. The single mother, using the pseudonym Jane, said she got to know Combs while on a girls' trip to Miami in 2020 and was still dating him during his 2024 arrest. While testifying, Jane dropped her head and appeared to get emotional, wiping away tears. Her testimony continues Friday. Meanwhile, the judge warned Combs about his energetic nodding to the jury, saying it could result in his exclusion from the courtroom. The music mogul has pleaded not guilty to sex trafficking and racketeering. Julie Walker, New York.
Robin Nice, Marcelo Gomez de Silva's attorney, says the teenager whose student visa had expired should not have been detained in the first place.
Target the bad guys if there's bad guys, or also let the criminal justice system do its work.
Harvard University is challenging President Donald Trump's move to block foreign students from coming to the United States to attend the Ivy League school. This is AP News. There's a push to adopt a kitten. AP correspondent Ed Donahue reports.
It's kitten season, a time when animal shelters need all the help they can get. June is usually the time when shelters get overwhelmed.
Cats are out and about and breeding more, and then also the survival rates of the kittens outdoors are higher because of the more temperate weather.
Hannah Shaw is an advocate known as the Kitten Lady.
About 250,000 kittens, unfortunately, don't survive in our shelters every year, and that's something that we can all help out with by fostering.
Shaw says there is a false perception fostering a cat costs money.
But fostering actually only costs you time and love.
Many shelters and rescues cover the food, supplies, and medical cost of fostering. And some shelters report as many as 90% of foster families keep their foster cats. I'm Ed Donahue.
I'm Haya Panjwani, AP News.
PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
I'm Shauna from Island Skin Solutions. If you're looking for an alternative to waxing and shaving, we have a solution for you. Our laser hair removal offers long-lasting, safe, and effective results. This month, we're offering 15% off of our laser hair removal packages, which are already buy 3, get 1 free. If you're interested in laser hair removal, contact us to set up your consultation today.
Got Medicaid? Paradise Dental's got you covered. We've got you covered from the moment you walk in the door with some of Saipan's best smiles. Medicaid covers your fillings, your extractions, and your checkups with no out-of-pocket expense. And Medicaid covers all of your x-rays without any additional cost to you. So remember, if you've got Medicaid, you're covered. Don't wait for a toothache. Call Paradise Dental today. Come here often.
Hi, I'm Shauna Brenfleck, nurse practitioner and owner of Island Skin Solutions and Wellness Clinic. We are Saipan's only medical spa offering a wide range of services to meet your unique skincare goals. We offer exclusive medical grade skincare products that can only be purchased from a licensed medical professional. We also have the CNMI's only master esthetician who offers new patient consultations that include a mini facial tailored to your needs. Schedule your consultation today to get started on your skincare journey.
All right, good morning, Mariana. So welcome back. We are not done yet, baby, but we are going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. But I saw this. It was pretty funny. This is gotta give a little nod out. Oh, I'm doing the wrong button. I'm like, why isn't that sound not going down? I saw our friends across the water post a video. I'm looking at you, JC Cafe. I love these guys. If there was a place like the Shack in Tinian, that's it. It's JC Cafe. I love that place. I love their staff. I love the people who own it. I love the people, like the regular folks who work there. I mean, I pretty much love everybody there who goes there to eat there too. But I mean, like JC Cafe is a place that I first went to just a couple of months after I got to the CNMI. March of 2003, my first visit to Tinian. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, it was great. And I've been loving that place ever since. Well, anyway, they've got their own little bit of love. And I saw this on their social media. And I got to post this for you guys. So let's give you guys a little bit of this. This is, they're trying to follow these fancy TikTok trends and stuff like that. So here they go. That's the team from JC Cafe. They are just having fun over there. By the way, they got another one too. So let me find the, let me get that one up there too. Hold on. Here we go. Here's the second one they ended up doing. It's very similar, but there they go. Oh, sorry, I'm covering up your face. This was their second attempt at it, I think. You think they're having fun? Yes, it's one of those rare times when it looks like there's nobody there. So they're working after hours to get that going. JC Cafe, I love you guys. You're the best. And it looks like you guys are having a lot of fun. Good job to the JC Cafe team. It's so great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Brought a little bit of smile to my face when I ended up seeing that. You guys are just great. Oh, man. And then, I saw this other video. I think you can hear it. And I think this is here. Oh, yeah. I'll show you this video. I feel kind of bad about it, though. I think this is during a waving that just happened. Here, I'll put this on the screen, too. It's tough to watch. It is a little bit tough to watch. Hold on. Nobody gets hurt. That's the good thing. Hold on. Just give me a second. We'll call it V1. And let's pull that up. It should be pretty easy for me to find real quick. Downloads. Yeah, there it is. I might have to change it. I'll put it on a loop so I can keep changing it as it's there. And I got to turn this sideways because it's a little bit, here we go. The person who shot the video, here, let's just do, there we go. It's a little tough here. So this is a waving that is happening. And, hey, look, oh no, I'm looking at my phone. Oh, gosh. Someone just sent this to me yesterday. I feel so bad. For whoever, like that stinks for both of them. The one who hit him and the one who got hit. Maybe that's a graduation motorcade thing. But you guys send us these things, and yikes. All right, well, man, this will be the last one, I promise. No. Anyway, that is not fun to have happen, for sure. But at least you don't have to worry about that. But it does give you a good idea to keep your eyes on the road this weekend when you're out there. It is the weekend, baby. For sure, it is the weekend. We are here for the Marianas. We are here for the weekend. We got some stuff that we're going to do. I'm really excited because we're going to be part of a cool project with the Humanities Council. We've got the parade coming up on July 4th, and there's a lot of stuff happening. Us with the folks with Island Image of Motion, my news service, and our friends. Man, we are just living our lives. You guys, it's the weekend. It is Friday, and now you're good. All right, are you ready? Go have a great weekend. That's what we got for you today. Keep sending us your messages. Keep sending us your news tips. Keep sending us what's going on. And we'll keep keeping it going. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Take care. Have a great week at Marianas.
Miss your chance. Start your day with Island Dance. And good morning.
Don't look for me for dance classes.
Good morning, Marianas. Good morning, Marianas. And good morning.
Good morning, Mariana.